Hi, come cook with me because I'm Stella V. And if you like what you see, hit subscribe, leave a comment, tell me that you subscribed, and I'll reply. Today we have pasta two ways. We have lemon linguine and we have spaghetti al vongole, or spaghetti with clam sauce. Taking a little trip to the Amalfi Coast of Italy, and we will be preparing lemon linguine. Like what you see and you make the dish, please subscribe and leave me a comment down below and I'll be sure to reply. And this is all you'll need to make this delicious lemon linguine. We have lemon zest and lemon juice, shallots and garlic, some spices, butter, chicken broth, white wine, and a little bit of olive oil. Heating up the bottom of that pot. Add a little bit of olive oil and wait till that heats up. We're adding the shallots now. It's had a minute or two to heat up. And now you can hear those shallots sizzling away, and that's what we're waiting for. So we'll give that a minute or two to cook down before we add butter and garlic. Now we're adding 2 tablespoons of butter. I like to use the unsalted butter. Give it a little stir, blend that all in. And now we'll be adding the 2 cloves of minced garlic. You can see it all sizzling together here, but I wish you could smell that wonderful garlic and shallot aroma. We're going to add a little bit of white wine, about half a cup, and that'll stop the cooking process on the shallots and garlic. This linguine has a wonderful depth of lemon flavor, and to achieve that, have the juice and zest of 2 lemons. I'm going to add the juice now, and that's about half a cup of lemon juice. The best tool, hands down, is a microplane for your zesting. It just glides along and quickly, easily removes the zest. To this, we're now ready to add 2 cups of chicken stock. Time for our seasonings. We've got 2 tablespoons of oregano, a tablespoon of dried parsley. To make this a spicy lemon linguine, I'm adding a half a teaspoon of red pepper flakes and a half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. But the red pepper flakes and the cayenne pepper are both optional. If you like a lot of zing, then you can add a bit more. If you don't like any zing, you can add a lot less or none at all. We're going to give everything a stir to blend all the seasonings together. And basically, we have made our sauce. And now we're ready to add our pasta. Now we've got a pound of linguine. And I'm going to do something that if you're a true Italian, you're probably going to cringe, but please bear with me. Yes, we do have to break the linguine. To an Italian, this is sacrilegious, but trust me, it'll be worth it in the end. We're going to be placing the linguine in a crisscross pattern. At this point, it's really important not to stir anything, because we've laid down the pasta. We're going to be putting the lid on, canceling the sauté, and giving it a 6-minute cook. So now we're going to cancel the sauté, and now we're going to hit pressure cook and put it up to 6 minutes. Now we're just going to wait a few minutes for the pot to get up to pressure. Once it does, it'll start with 6 minutes and go down to 0. The pot has 2 locations on the top, and it's either sealing or venting. make sure it's on sealing in order to get that pressure in the pot. We're going to be preparing our ½ cup of grated Parmesan that we'll be topping our linguine with, and using our Microplane tool, which is the very best tool to use to grate or zest anything in your kitchen. If you don't have one, you really need to equip your kitchen with a Microplane zester. And if you want to check it out, there's a link in the description where you can find Microplane products on Amazon. Now we're going to be doing a quick release. The 6 minutes is up, but there's still pressure in the pot, and by putting the button from sealing to venting, we'll release all the steam that's remaining in the pot. And now the steam is getting lower, and as soon as that button drops down, it'll be safe to open the lid. Our lemon linguine is perfectly cooked al dente. We're going to let it sit in the liquid for a few minutes to absorb some more of that goodness and thicken up the sauce. I'm going to cancel the pressure cook function and put it on Sauté for just a few more minutes in order to thicken up that sauce. Our sauce is bubbling and we're ready to plate. Make sure you get a lot of that delicious sauce coating the spaghetti. And now we're simply garnishing it with a little bit of that freshly grated Parmesan and some freshly zested lemon. Now isn't that just a beautiful looking plate? Lemon linguine. It is so delicious, perfect for a first course or as an appetizer. It is company worthy, inspired by the Amalfi Coast, and absolutely delicious. And here we are. We have to taste this. The lemon is so bright and citrusy and absolutely delicious on the linguine. What you see. Spaghetti with clam sauce. So delicious. I do hope you try it. With these few simple pantry ingredients, you can be ready for any company, even last minute. And if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. Leave me a comment and I promise I'll reply. And here are the few simple ingredients. We have some tinned clams, the clam juice, some white wine, shallots and garlic, some butter, and the seasonings are some dried parsley and some Old Bay seasoning. We'll also be using the juice and zest of 1 lemon, and in order to zest your lemon, you should have a Microplane. It is the very best tool to quickly and easily zest a complete lemon. And if you look in the description below, you will see a link for Microplane products on Amazon. We're going to be making a traditional dish of pasta in a very new way by using the Instant Pot. Now that the pot is hot, we'll be adding just a couple of tablespoons of olive oil. We're adding 1 chopped shallot. And now you can hear that shallot sizzling. That's what we're looking for. We're going to let it cook out for a minute or two before we add the garlic. We're now adding 2 tablespoons of butter. And let that mix in. And time to add 3 cloves of chopped garlic. And again, keep stirring so everything is coated with that lovely oil and butter. And boy, it smells delicious. Time now to add ½ cup of white wine. And that sound is the sound of the white wine deglazing the pot. Give it a good stir. Make sure there's nothing sticking to the bottom. We're ready to add our 2 cups of broth. Time to add our 2 cups of clam juice. And our seasonings. We have our dried parsley and our Old Bay. Give everything a good stir. And the last remaining liquid is the lemon juice. Just a quick little stir, and we're ready to add the pasta. Now we cancel the sauté function. In order to cook spaghetti in an instant pot, we're going to do something that most Italians would cringe at, but trust me, it's going to be worth it. We have to snap the spaghetti in half. And now we place the spaghetti in a crisscross pattern, and we're pressing down in order to have all the liquid cover each strand. But do not stir. We're putting the lid on, and we're making sure that the button is set to sealing. And now we're setting the pressure, 6 minutes high pressure. Now the 6 minutes cook time is up, and we're ready to release the rest of that steam. The release button has dropped, so now we're ready to open up the lid and take a look at our pasta. Now we'll give it a stir just to make sure there's no strands sticking together. Now it's time to hit the cancel button, and we're going to saute once more. The sauce is luscious and delicious and heating up, and we're going to be adding all those lovely clams to it now. And notice we waited until the end of the pressure cook before we added the clams. It's really because the clams are already cooked, we just have to warm them up. And now we're ready to plate. That sauce is thick and creamy and delicious, and all we have to do is garnish with a little fresh chopped parsley. I can't wait to dig in and try this. It's lemony, it's clams, it's just delicious, luscious sauce, and perfectly al dente pasta. I do hope you try it. Leave me a comment and I'll be sure to reply.